चाहिए मेरे देवा। ओम अवतार शिशाय नमः, ओम विश्वमाय नमः, ओम देवकर समुदयाय नमः, ओम सूक्ष्मतरवे नमः, ओम चिन्मयाय नमः, ओम गुरुमूर्तये नमः, ओम सुंदराय नमः, ओम सुलक्षणाय नमः, ओम सुमुखाय नमः, ओम चारुहासाय नमः, ओम केशवाय नमः, ओम पद्मभुजाय नमः, ओम मंदाग्रमणाय नमः, ओम शवभरधरिणे नमः, ओम रमाय नमः, ओम मंजुषपथाय नमः, ओम श्रीबभर्षकाय नमः, ओम गायत्र्यवने नमः, ओम अर्पणशिखरकाय नमः, ओम विष्णुपूजकाय नमः, ओम नमो नारायणे मंत्रोपासकाय नमः, ओम सर्वमयाय नमः, ओम मधुरकंठाय नमः, ओम कृष्ण संकीर्तनलोलुपाय नमः, ओम श्रोत्रप्रियाय नमः, ओम मितवर्षिणे नमः, ओम वाग्मिने नमः, ओम चित्रकलाविशारदाय नमः, ओम रत्नधराय नमः, ओम सदावे नमः, ओम जगत्पन्थाय नमः, ओम सर्वलोकहिताय नमः, ओम भक्तप्रियाय नमः, ओम सुहृदाय नमः, ओम अनुकूलाय नमः, ओम नेयाय नमः, ओम सुदर्शनाय नमः, ओम भक्तवत्सलाय नमः, ओम प्रेममूर्तये नमः, ओम सुलक्षणाय नमः, ओम प्रीतिवर्धनाय नमः, ओम स्वस्तिदायकाय नमः, ओम तरकाय नमः, ओम अनुग्रहाय नमः, ओम वर्धनाय नमः, ओम अर्चिताय नमः, ओम अर्थाय नमः, ओम सिद्धिप्रदाय नमः, ओम जनार्दनाय नमः, ओम मनोहराय नमः, ओम मोक्षाय नमः, ओम सिद्धेश्वराय नमः, ओम भस्मभूषिताय नमः, ओम आत्मलिंगाय नमः, ओम लिंगाक्षरपुस्तकाय नमः, ओम सिद्धिसदनाय नमः, ओम माधवाय नमः, ओम करुपसकाय नमः, ओम सूक्ष्माय नमः, ओम विश्वकाय नमः, ओम सात्विकाय नमः, ओम समदर्शिने नमः, ओम दक्षाय नमः, ओम अर्चित्याय नमः, ओम निरंकाराय नमः, ओम निर्मोहाय नमः, ओम अव्यग्राय नमः, ओम चित्तक्रोधाय नमः, ओम विनाशीलाय नमः, ओम सर्वशाय नमः, ओम कुशलाय नमः, ओम श्यामाय नमः, ओम सत्यधर्माय नमः, ओम निर्विकल्पाय नमः, ओम विरक्ताय नमः, ओम अतीन्द्राय नमः, ओम सत्यसंधाय नमः, ओम पवित्राय नमः, ओम मधुरस्वभावाय नमः, ओम सुरनंदाय नमः, ओम नंदनाय नमः, ओम प्रसन्नात्मने नमः, ओम भक्तहृदये नमः, ओम साक्षये नमः, ओम समत्मये नमः, ओम सदयोगिने नमः, ओम हरये नमः, ओम सुतपाय नमः, ओम सम्याय नमः, ओम गुह्याय नमः, ओम विमुक्तात्माय नमः, ओम गंभीराय नमः, ओम गुप्ताय नमः, ओम आत्मरमाय नमः, ओम श्रीनिवासाय नमः, ओम देवाय नमः, ओम ज्योतिधराय नमः, ओम धन्याय नमः, ओम गुरवे नमः, ओम दुरतिक्रमाय नमः, ओम गहनाय नमः, ओम भगवते नमः, ओम हरिशर मददर्शकाय नमः, ओम कुतस्य जगर्तकाय नमः, ओम अभिप्रायाय नमः, ओम सर्वमत समत्याय नमः, ओम क्षमिकत भववर्धकाय नमः, ओम प्रेम अवतार श्री विश्वानंद स्वामी ने नमः। अतो देवा अवन्तनो यतो विष्णु विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णु विचक्रमे त्रेधा निरदे पदं समुदमस्य भागं स्वरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णु गोपादाव्यः अतो धर्माणि ध्यायेन विष्णु क्रमाणि पश्यते यतो वृतानि पश्पसे इन्द्रस्य युजसकाः तद्विष्णो परमं पदगं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवि विचक्षुराततं तद्विप्रसो विपन्यवो जाग्रभागं ससमिन्दते विष्णुर्यत् परमं पदम्। Satgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premataraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premataraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Govinda. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketavare Narayana Achyutati Vikrama Chakrapane Dekadi Sajadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukminisha Bhavanasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Sarupa Mamadya Vandya Shri Narakasya Yakunta Pepe Vikaneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Nina Krita Kampaya Pavanara Murti Trivikramaya Gane Brurama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Makunda Paratparesha Damodara Jadarinanda Kedari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Senda Dalina Bando Gopi Jana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Ram Vishayam Bhujagada Katakashayam Sarvaktarissa Nagashayam Amangashayam Shri Gopa Bhama Mridatalpa Sukadishayam Gopa Vallabhaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapati Sukanarada Gautamadi Ramarshi Sangamani Sangarabharatesho Tishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Sekha Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jadi Tulasi Dharamaya Kanyaye Mayani Anjali Pute Samudaranti Tishtanti Tvatbhava Kataratane Munila Radha Manoharaye Tava Suprabhatam Shveda Prajanta Jagakota Bhagaya Goyaha Gayanti Sakuna Gano Bharatasa Vargaha Sankirtayanti Namanama Kata Visheshaha Shri Naradayi Rashaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodhanana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamata Suresha Bhavadya Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsa Shina Sharanagata Parijata Bhattaka Banjana Kataka Nadina Bandho Dikante Gayati Jana Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopa Tanaya supravartam Padmaksha Padmamukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmanaya Sharita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmopavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava supravartam Vindata Levi Hadayana Dahendra Vandya Kandarpadalka Haratinga Sutesha Rupa Chandra Nanaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yadavaraye Tava supravartam Shri Nandanandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Mayanga Dina Gavajuna Sufishahara Nilambuddha Susarira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava supravartam Shri Vaishri Jambavati Satya Sukante Madra Shri Mitra Vinda Divasa Prabhuputri Kadyahe Vishtanti Diva Bhamade Tava Sevanada Gopi Mana Priyaraye Tava supravartam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananda Makunda Shori Radha Manohara Chandana Chakrapane Namami Divya Manayurna Nisambaranti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava supravartam Shri Krishna supravartam Ye patanti arnisam Bhuri kritam apapam Shri Krishna grahituka Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Sintamani Prakara Samasukam Pavriksha Lashavriteshi Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambhrama Sevyamanam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Velum Karantam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham Bharavadam Samasitam Vade Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sadvana Manya Vansi Ratnam Gadam Pranaya Kili Kala Vilasham Shyamam Tribanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalindriya Vrityamanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Shinmaya Sadojvala Vigrahasya Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanancha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhato Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavalsara Sampramanyo Vayo Ratapi Manaso Muni Pundavana Sopyasti Yat Praparasimna Vachintya Tatve Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sura Chayatun Jaganta Kotim Yachasti Rasti Jaganta Chayayanta Andatarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Kaibaba Pavita Viyo Manuja Saeva Sampradya Rupa Mahima Sanayana Bushaha Sutyeyameva Nigama Patitaistu Vanti Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabis Tabirya Eva Nijarupa Nikilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Judipati Viloshavena Santa Sadeva Jayeshu Lokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achinta Guna Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramarti Sunchukalani Amena Tisam Nanavataram Tarudbhavaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramam Pumayo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavito Jagadanda Koti Koti Shashesha Vasudhara Vibhuta Vinam Tadvamanishkalam Anandam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Maya Yasya Jaganta Satani Sute Sri Gunyatat Vishaya Veda Vitaya Mana Sattva Valambi Parasattva Vishoda Sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Satmataya Manasu Yapranidam Pratibalam Svaratam Upetya Niyayutena Bhuvanada Jaya Jagasha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Golokanam Nijadam Nitanesha Tasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Shuteshu Teshu Tirte Prabhava Nichaya Vitashayana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shrishti Shriti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Eka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvananya Viparti Durga Ichana Rupam Abhiyasya Checheshta Tesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Thiram Yatadya Divikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Naitata Prata Askito Yasam Bhutam Apitata Samupeti Kayat Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vipachareva Hita Shankara Mama Petya Vipayate Davita Hetu Samanadama Yastadya Deva Hicha Vishnu Vayadavati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Yathaya Narjana Janirbatis Mayoga Nidramananta Jaganta Saroma Kupa Adhara Shakti Mavalam Vyaparam Samurti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasyaika Nishvasikalata Bhagavalamya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagarandanata Vishnur Mahansya Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Vashvam Yatasma Sakaleshu Nisheshvatesha Sviyam Kiyat Prakataya Prapitatva Brahmaya Yesu Jalanta Vidana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Tatpada Paleva Yugam Nidaya Kumbha Vande Pranama Samaye Saganadiraja Vignam Vihantam Aramasya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Adi Mahikyanam Maruti Sasha Kalastatatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Yashmat Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Amsha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Rakshak Suresha Savita Sakala Kahanam Raja Samasta Suramurti Rashesha Tejaha Yasya Jayasya Mamisandram Bhavada Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami bhajami.
Dharmota papa nishaya sritaya sapamsi Ramadikirta patagavadaya shajiva Yadata matra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yasvindra gopa matarendra mahosa karma Bandhana rupa padabhajanamatanoti Karma nirta kintu cha bhakti bhajan Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yam krodha kama sarajam panayaya biti Vasaya moha gurgaurava seva bhajaye Sanchita tasya sadashim tanurapete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha
Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Ajnanati mirandasya jnanantana shalakaya chakshurum militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear Gurudev, good morning. Congratulations, you all got up. First of all, after such a beautiful, intense and sweet Narasimha Chaturdashi. And secondly, because we got up, because we never know if we will get up next morning or not. And Guruji keeps saying us all the time that we don't have time to waste. So today, satsang is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 4, and Verse 2. Sonaka Uvacha Sutta Sutta Mahabhaga Vadavo Vadatamvara Katam Bhagavatim Punyam Yataha Bhagavan Chukaham. Sonaka says, O sage Sutta, you are the most fortunate and respected of all, those who can recite and speak. Please share the pious message of Srimad Bhagavatam, which was revealed by the great and powerful sage Sukadev. So here, Guruji gives commentary, part of his commentary on this verse. In this verse, Sonaka, one of the assembled sages, praises sage Sutta, saying, you are the fortunate and well-respected. You are such a great soul that you can recite and talk about the Bhagavatam. Like I said earlier, Guruji says, not everybody has the qualifications to speak about the Bhagavatam, because it is not just a mere book. The Bhagavatam is the essence of Bhagavatam himself, of Bhagavan himself. There is no difference between Narayana and the Bhagavatam. So Sukadev's mind was totally on Krishna. He was not bothered about the surroundings around him. What beautiful trees, what a beautiful valley, oh look, a wild animal. No, his mind had turned inside, and the Lord had revealed within his heart his divine aspect. So he was in a deep divine ecstasy and not aware of what was happening externally. Whenever he would look, he would see only Krishna. On the way to the forest, there was a beautiful pond. So you can see actually the story now, which is Guruji telling. It's depicted on the murals, one of them 75. So on the way to the forest, there was a beautiful pond with crystal clear water. In that pond, there were some beautiful nymphs, apsaras, naked and bathing themselves. When they saw Sukadev approaching, they didn't feel any fear or shyness. They didn't even think, oh my goodness, Sukadev is naked. They just carried on bathing themselves, playing in the water, and ignored the approaching of Sukadev. As Sukadev passed, They just bowed down and afterwards carried on their play. And as we know, this story shows that his father, Sage Vyasa, the one who compiled many scriptures, he also went in a search for his son, Sukadev, because he was very attached to him. So suddenly one of the nymphs, saw Vyasa coming and started screaming. They all felt very embarrassed and stood aside with their head bent, thinking what this old man is doing here. So what he says about that sage Sukadev himself, he was born realized soul. And he didn't have completely no attachment and no association of himself with his body, and especially with his gender. He was not considering himself to be a man. And he didn't see the Apsaras as women. And so let's look at ourselves and be honest. How much are we free from the material attachments to the identification of ourselves with the body, with the gender? So how do we know while communicating with the opposite gender what is happening in the mind of this person? Often we have illusions on the spiritual path, especially in the beginning, thinking that everyone in the ashram is holy and free from material desires. Or how often people come to the ashram to find a life partner, sometimes even without realizing these thoughts in the back of the mind. So Guruji said many times, he repeated, especially he likes to speak about this during Navaratri, on the day of Brahmacharani, Devi. Guruji said some time ago also that many people come to the ashram with the purpose of finding a husband or a wife. So as we know, everything is energy. Our actions, our words, and even our thoughts are affecting others so much. Especially like us, we received such powerful sadhana from Guruji, Atmakriya Yoga, chanting, and all the others. And with the years of practice, our sensitivity is growing. And we heard from Guruji many, many times that we worked so hard to be on the spiritual path, to be born as Vaishnavas. And the most rare thing which happens is to be born at the same time with our Sadguru. It's a jackpot of all the lives which we had before. So congratulations, we're here. And what is even more rare is to make one more step towards the Lord, to the Sadguru, and to be initiated as a brahmachari or brahmacharini. This is an absolutely unique, beautiful, and sublime way of living. How the soul is rejoicing when it can feel one more step closer of realizing its belonging to the Lord and the Sadguru. It doesn't mean that the family devotees can't surrender to the Lord. On the contrary, Guruji is constantly giving examples of the married saints, although he also said that it is easier to detach being a brahmachari or brahmacharini. Brahmachari initiation is meant to be taken till the rest of the life, and it indicates the marriage of the soul with the Lord, independently of the gender of the body where the soul resides. Let's now talk about the responsibility of monks and nuns and those who communicate with them. So the history showed that initiation into brahmacharini, Rishi Rishika Swami Swamini, doesn't mean that the devotee is automatically becoming transcendent above the gunas and after any kind of initiation. Yes, the extra blessing of Guruji is given. And Rishis and Swamis are taking one more step forward because they carry responsibility within the mission of Guruji. But we shouldn't forget that not everyone hasn't yet become of the same transcendent level as Sukadev, the same transcendent state, and completely free from the identification with the body, with the gender. Now imagine someone who is taking such a big step in the lives of big sadhana, of big penance. We don't remember these lives, but Guruji sees us and he knows how much efforts we already made to be on this path, to be with him, and for some of us to wear yellow clothes and to live this sacred way of life. And imagine when it happens that someone is living the path, and especially someone is living brahmacharya. Sometimes we had cases Rishikas and Swamis as well. So whose responsibility is this? And knowing how upset Guruji is, knowing what the karmic consequences are, how the soul curses itself when it is deviating from the spiritual path. And Guruji mentioned it many, many times. Especially recently he had tweeters that when the soul making mistakes, when the jiva making mistakes, the atma curses the jiva, so that in the future the soul is born. If we have a Prabhu who is deviated from the path by a Mataji, so the Mataji is born in the future life as a female dog, if some of you didn't know. And a man who has deviated a Mataji from the path is born in the next life as a donkey. When this is going to be changed, when the next chance will be given to the souls, we don't know. So, and whose responsibility is this? It is the responsibility of each one of us here present, because our thoughts, even our thoughts, can affect the one who is living the path of a brahmachari, of a monk or a nun. We affect each other. So we're not a normal ashram. We're not a normal monastery, let's say. Guruji's wish is that we all live together as a community, and we're very much open to the guests. But at the same time, the responsibility is there for each one of us. So we know that we have so many young and still, attractive people in the ashram, yeah? And we have yellow, red, and orange, still very young. And of course, everyone on the different level, independent on the color we're wearing. Yeah, we can't know what is inside of the person. Only Guruji knows. And we should be, all of us be aware, first of all, of the play of the hormones and the past life samskaras. So we know that especially Matajis, yeah, we have so much jump of the hormones during the month, we know it very well. Either be your brahmacharini or non-brahmacharini, it's still happening, yeah? So we should be aware that it's also affecting the mind. It's affecting the consciousness, subconsciousness. And communicating with the opposite gender. If you suddenly, some of us feels, yeah, especially Matajis, if you feel that someone feels attraction to you, be aware. Be aware what is this person, which path is this person walking. And Matajis actually especially have so much power. And in the moment you feel attraction from someone, Mataji is able to change the direction of the whole game, yeah? Because we don't know which test is in front of the person, and you might be the embodiment of this test for the person. Because whatever happens, when it happens, the deviation from the path, Guruji first of all blames who? Mataji. First of all. Because we have this Shakti. And the moment you feel someone is attracted by you, you have the power to change the game. You have the power to deviate the attention to another topic, you can put your eyes down, you can look at yourself and see what you can do in this. And the most important, what we can do is pray. We can pray for each other. And this power which a woman holds, you can use either, like in the outside world, if you're non-brahmachari, usually it's used for attraction. But this power can be same way used for a prayer for the opposite gender. For those brothers and sisters who have chosen the path of being in a monkhood, being brahmachari or brahmacharini, and to support them and ask Guruji, please help them, help me, and so that we can all follow the path till the end of our lives. So we can control our thoughts, because sometimes samskaras shows up and unrealized desires of being a mother or father or having a relationship. Sometimes they pop up in the head, and sometimes you can't control them. In a way, they're still there. But of course, the more sadhana we are doing, the more self-reflection we are doing, the more self-analysis and diving deeper inside of our relationship with the Lord, inwardly, it's all fading away, but it takes time. And we don't know what's happening inside of the head of Govinda, of the opposite gender. So I have one personal example, like being a public face. Sometimes you have many people watching you. Yeah, you have many people looking at you, and especially when we have Just Love Festival, for example. Yeah, being on the stage. Once I had a beautiful example, very depictive. I don't know how to say the right word in English. So, as I said, the more we're practicing, the more sensitive we are towards the energies, towards the thoughts of others, towards, of course, actions is not such a subtle level. It naturally goes with that as well. So on the subtle level, and I know that I'm young, and I know that still being attractive, yeah, even wearing yellow and being brahmachari, and when you're on the stage, for example, you can perceive when someone is really looking at you with which thoughts. And at this moment, there was one concert, and Guruji came on the stage as well. And I remember I felt some energy which is not so good for me, and I know it very well for my path. And in these moments, like as a tip for maybe for many, could be, I try to imagine Guruji's feet everywhere. So whenever you feel this energy, because sometimes you feel which chakra is being affected by either surrounding or by thoughts or actions of someone, you can imagine Guruji's feet in every single point of your body. So, and this happened to me. Yeah, I imagined that he's there and asking him inwardly to protect me. And what's happening, Guruji goes behind the stage, he disappears. And at the moment when I felt that the strongest, this, influence of others' thoughts, and I prayed to him inwardly, Guruji, please help. And meanwhile, singing, you don't know what's happening when we're singing. So many things are happening. And I imagine his feet everywhere. And then what's happening, he's coming just behind, and he's standing right behind of me, like showing that, yes, that's correct. Like what you're doing, it's correct in a way. Whenever it happens, something you feel like this, I'm there with you, just focus on my feet. Wherever I am, that doesn't mean that he should be physically next to you, but like, are you in the world? If you're in the world, or you are in the ashram. So if you feel, you can always imagine his feet in every single part of your body, so that this can be surrendered to him and he will protect you. And I want to remind myself also, and all of us, importance of making sadhana without breaks, feeding the mind constantly with the name of God and with Guruji's satsangs. And there were also examples after some events. I felt very exhausted and spent a couple of days not coming to the ashram. But of course doing my sadhana at home still, but a little bit relaxed away. And I could feel, honestly, how the mind was going into tamoguna, you know. You want to rest, the body is relaxing, so it's going into the tamoguna, basically. And how it's affecting the mind, it's so subtle that a little bit, okay, I rest a little bit here and here and here, and the mind is becoming lazy. And you don't notice how you're going down. Even living next to, in the ashram, even it happens. And it happens when we don't go, again, full power intensely on our spiritual path, doing sadhana, listening to Guruji's satsang, doing japa, and to try to fill our minds with him the whole day. So not leaving the chances to the samskaras to pop up or others to influence us. So yeah, as I said, that we should be in constant awareness of our thoughts, and to be not fully trustful, I'm sorry to say, but it is like this, in the communication with the opposite gender. So we need to be always aware that anything can happen. Just some also, I know that I talked too much recently, so I try to make it shorter than before. So, before I became brahmachari, I had some examples of me being naive in communication with the opposite gender. So, even if you look at someone who is like a father for you, but it doesn't mean that the man can look at you as a daughter. It happened to me even within the ashram. And I was taking someone as a father, but the person didn't take me as a daughter. So the consequences was that this person fell in love with me. I wasn't brahmachari yet, yeah? Govinda. And it took me a lot of courage, a lot of strength, and a lot of strictness with myself and with the person to cut this attachment and to show that, no, it's not the same from my side. You see, we never know. And also, Matajis, don't be naive. Yeah, don't think that. Yeah. Okay. Also, what it means to deviate someone from the path. It's not only the literally talking to the opposite gender, but also with each other. It is a senseless talk, which brings the mind away from the Lord or from Guruji. If I also had an example of that if the mind is rotating around politics, around I don't know, something which is not around Guruji, around the path and around the Lord, around the meaning of the scriptures or around the teachings, You can see slowly, step by step, because the Maya is so, so powerful and subtle that sometimes we can't catch it. And be aware that the moment we lose the thought from his feet or from the teaching or from the sadhana, she's acting. At this moment she is active and you don't know what is the test. And it's not like she's not coming and saying, hi, I'm your test, like be ready. We don't know. Also, another small example, before I was brahmachari, I fell in love, and Guruji was very present in this situation. I spoke to him honestly about what is happening, and one day, but really it was like a feeling when you're falling in love and you feel that that's it. This is the love of my life. I will be the happiest person in the world, the butterflies and everything. But the terrible thing about that was, I was already with Guruji. I forgot about his love. And I couldn't feel his presence inside of my heart and my head. And he showed me so vividly, like the moment the feeling towards another person was there, it was the veil. I couldn't feel Guruji. And this was terrible, because before I could feel him so strongly. And my love for him was present in the heart. But when another person came in between, I couldn't feel him anymore. It was terrible. And Guruji was passing by and he asked me then, how's your boyfriend? And I told him honestly, Guruji, I don't like that because I can't feel you anymore. I don't like it. And he just passed by, laughed and passed by. And this was a very, very strong example. Thanks God it was not like very dramatic, and it didn't need much to make the conclusion. And so just, we shouldn't be paranoid, of course, and we're still family and we're still brothers and sisters. And but be aware and remind ourselves, why are we here on this path? We're here not to seek the outside pleasures or to find someone or even someone to talk about something worldly. No. This place is not for that, Govinda. This place is to bring us closer to the Lord and to build relationship with Guruji and with the Lord inside of our hearts, first of all. And before you speak to someone, think, if this will bring a person closer to the Lord or far. And this is very, very subtle. Yeah? Okay. I'll be short today. Short. Jai Gurudev, thank you.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Narasimha Parato Narasimho
Yato yato yamitato narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Yato yato yamitato narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Bahir narasimho yirdayin narasimho
Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Bahir narasimho yirdayin narasimho
Hridaye Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Narasimhadim sharanam prapade
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimhadim sharanam prapade
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
O namaste narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya Dushyanta Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamala Hare Nakam Aduta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Oh Jai Narsimhadev 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 Jai Narsimhadev Jai Narsimhadev 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 Jai Narsimhadev Jai Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jai Prahlad Maharaj Jai Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jai Prahlad Maharaj Jai Prahlad Narasimha 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 Oh Jai Lakshmi Narasimha 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 Jai Ugra 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 Narasimha Jai Shanta 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 Narasimha Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalam Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangalame Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangalame Prabhati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangalame Prabhati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangalame Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame
Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Shaligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridandatanini Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridandatare Kodakajaya
Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Range Sakin Karyarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Shake Kayarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Tarinidharaya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Darinidaya
Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja
Mangala Mangala Me Oh Mangala Mangala Me Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano Ke Sankata Dasa Jano Ke Sankata Jalame Duratare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jodya Ve Palapave Dukha Vina Se Manaka Swami Dukha Vina Se Manaka Sukha Sampati Gara Ave Sukha Sampati Gara Ave Kashtami Ke Janaka Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Tuma Mere Sharanaga Umay Kisaki Swami Sharanaga Umay Kisaki Tuma Bina Ora Naluja Tuma Bina Ora Naluja Asaka Umay Kisaki Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tuma Antarayami Swami Tuma Antarayami Parabrahma Parameshwara Parabrahma Parameshwara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tuma Karuna Ke Sagar Tuma Palana Karata Swami Tuma Palana Karata Dev Sevaka Tuma Swami Dev Sevaka Tuma Swami Kripa Karo Bharata Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tuma ho eka gochara Savake Pranapati Swami Savake Pranapati Kisa vide milo Gaya Maya Kisa vide milo Kripa Maya Tuma kome Tumati Om Jai Jagadish Hare Nina Danda Dukata Tumara Chaka Mere Swami Tumara Chaka Mere Karuna Shabadao Karuna Shabadao Kayana Pada Tere Om Jai Jagadish Hare Vishaya Vikala Mitao Paparo Deva Swami Paparo Deva Shada Bhakti Badao Shada Prema Badao Santana Ki Seva Om Jai Jagadish Hare Dana Mana Dana Sabha Tera Swami Sabha Kucha Tera Swami Sabha Kucha Tera Tera Tuja Ko Alpana Tera Tuja Ko Alpana Jala Ge Mera Om Jai Jagadish Hare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano Ke Sankata chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, mane chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, oh giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, oh chakra rakho, chakra rakho, chakra rakhoji, chakra rakho, chakra rakho, chakra rakhoji, mane chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, shama mane chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, govinda mane chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, oh giridhari lala chakra rakhoji, giridhari lala chakra rakhoji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu shasaka tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva. Govinda asatoma satgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityormamrita gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
प्रेम से वो श्री लक्ष्मीनारायण भगवान की प्रेम से वो श्री भूतभृतेश्वरनाथ नरसिम्हा भगवान की प्रेम से वो श्री राधा कृष्ण के लाल की सीमांतर क्रिया बाबा जी की श्री मनोजाचार्य की प्रेम से वो सतगुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की
Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijaya Vallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parikarma Mantraya Tantra Usara Sasasrani Samanaya Samanaya Mrityor Mokshay Mokshay. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaye Diti Jala Pritaya Svadikshmanan Upat Parishme Paramane Paramdoshishe Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम वेंकटरमण गोविंदा गोपिका जीवनं स्मरणं गोविंदा भक्तवत्सला गोविंदा गोविंद गोविंद गोविंदा कुंडलीक वरदे एकनाथ नामदेव पंढरीनाथ महाराज की रुक्मिणी महारानी की समस्त भक्त मंदिर की अलवा इन तिरुमना तिरुवनिकाये